This is not a simple roller coaster, but an uncompromising race. You can't leave your seat. Every second is as tense as a string. Welcome to Vlogs Kenh, where every scene is a heartbeat, every second is a breathtaking moment. Get ready, because we're starting. The man was shot at for speed, and his response led to a tense situation with the police, and he caused a conflict.
Okay, and you think that trying to kill somebody is the...
On the highway, a subject was not cooperating. They must have been. The man had no intention of stopping, refused to show documents, and was speeding up, trying to escape control. The man was very out of control and lost his temper because he had an alcohol level in his body and was afraid of measuring it, so he chose to run away as the best option. He tried to drive past him but failed, was restrained, and he was fully cleansed by the police.
Get on your stomach now! Get on your stomach!
Like the movie, I swear!
A black car crashed in panic and fled the scene and hid here, thinking that this place was safe. But within seconds, the police arrived and surrounded it. The murder suspect was a young blonde girl. Why did he chase her for more than 5 kilometers? The girl showed no signs of wanting to stop. The police used blunt force to cause a collision, and the driver lost all control. Rushed straight into the hallway. A slight collision caused the car to skid and lose direction. The black car had no ability to escape.
Get the fuck down! Get the fuck down! Put him on your back!
The girl still tried to run away, and the police immediately stopped and successfully controlled the blonde girl.
Where the fuck you running from?
5-9, did you say the vehicle's taken off?
Heard the news that the police had gathered and used fishing boats to prepare to capture the dangerous criminal responsible for the bank robbery, and then ran to this road to hide. Surfing, fishing was useless. The criminal had already honed his skills. The police had rated him very low. He had surfed and quickly escaped from the scene.
Copy. We're just passing 25th Avenue right now. Yeah, I've never...
He jumped out of the surfboard and happily drove away. But for some reason, thousands of bullets rained down on his back, and he blew a tire.
Going in the middle of the trail to stop cars from driving. We're eastbound 26, 30.
This suspect was very careful. He was not afraid of harm and still drove away when his tire had a flat tire. Right now, all his escape routes have been blocked by us. All police forces are gathering. Their hands are clenched to stop him. He thought he could overcome it, but every meter of the road in front of him was a trap, and now he was only waiting for the moment he fell into the trap. Tonight, there would be no escape for this daring person.
TBI. He's still going.
His driving skills are very good. Even though the car is moving backwards, he still drives at 100 miles per hour without fear of harm.
Hit a camper, code 10, got him blocked in. But he's trying to start it again. 590.
When being approached, he still stepped on the accelerator and tried to run away. But the police force surrounded the car from end to end,
Taser.
warning him that he had no ability to escape and was helpless to
Still
surrender.
refusing commands.
Fortunately, he surrendered and committed suicide. Confession before the law does not lead to chaos. March 2nd, 2022, a man driving a blue car on the highway collided with the car, and the driver appeared to be drunk, swerving and swaying on the road, causing an accident and then fleeing. The speed measured when the police caught the speed was nearly 199 miles per hour, advising road users to avoid harm. While fleeing the police and the vehicle could not withstand the speed of 199 miles per hour, with inflated tire pressure causing the suspect's tire to explode and cause disorientation.
Across towards the median, trying to carjack somebody.
While fleeing the police and the vehicle could not withstand the speed of 199 miles per hour, with inflated tire pressure causing the suspect's tire to explode and cause disorientation.
Shot, dude! Hey! You're gonna get shot! Shots fired, shots fired. Don't move! Don't move!
A nearly 70-year-old man with his son in the car did not cooperate with the police when the father and son did not present their vehicle documents and had alcohol in their bodies and tried to run away by any means.
I can't pursue.
Oh my God, father and son showed no signs of stopping and surrendering. The father and son had high levels of alcohol in their bodies and drove the car at a speed of 150 kilometers per hour without stopping.
Relax, just hit the car, hit stop on the highway.
And now the race has caused a heart-stopping moment when the car racing at nearly 200 miles per hour veers into a restricted area and creates a dangerous situation with the police always approaching and determined.
It's the only car in front of me traveling.
A plan to catch fish failed because the speed could cause the vehicle to fall and the lives of the people in the vehicle would be in danger. The police had to take the fishing boat in. After a series of reckless actions by father and son, the car succumbed to the siege of professional policemen, and the father and son were overpowered.
Give me your hands! He's got a gun!
All right, we got it lit up. Starting.
On patrol, the police discovered a black car that showed signs of being drunk and swerving around, which could cause an accident to others at any time.
That front wheel's disabled. Be ready for it.
After driving for nearly 200 miles, the car of two drunk drivers had its tires punctured by the police, causing the car to lose its ability to operate.
Don't run! Hands! 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 He's got a gun! Oh, they got a fire! Stop!
Immediately, the two young men tried to run away, and the police would not give the two young men a chance. There was a fierce chase in which there was especially a brave force hero, the Bulldog. Lou easily overpowered the two young men.
Now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Luckily, the smart dog only pushed two young men down and did not injure anyone. This dancer has been promoted to third position.
Do not move!
We are witnessing the suspect driving a black car on the road, still moving carefully. He has committed many crimes today. The police followed and discovered immediately two police cars were started. Approaching and chasing will cause trouble. Try chased nearly 100 miles. He refused to stop the car and drove away at a speed of 200 kilometers per hour. The officer and the police put a mark on the rear of the car to warn him that the car was going to crash, but his car overturned.
Eastbound Roosevelt, eastbound Roosevelt.
The two-arm camera clearly showed that the police were very flexible in this case. The suspect was not able to help, but his car flipped sideways, and immediately nearly 10 police officers ran in and controlled the suspect.
Feel in my goddamn leg. Put your fucking legs in.
After controlling the suspect, the police searched his car for nearly 10 kilograms of marijuana and illegal weapons. He was immediately taken into custody. Luckily, no one was injured at the scene. On March 18, 2022, a car on the highway that the police had visited came to inquire.
Bust the window out.
You can't do that, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds. Open the door.
No.
Open the door.
Yo, y'all can't do that. Get your supervisor. Hey, no, man.
A man who committed a speeding violation did not show his ID, and the car immediately sped off fleeing.
Give me no chase cord.
The suspect in the car was a young man with a high level of alcohol in his body that led him to sleep on the highway. 5 police officers and 3 cars chased fiercely at a speed of nearly 120 kilometers per hour. Try chased on a potholed road for nearly 200 miles, the police approached and pushed his car, causing him to lose direction and stop the car. Nearly 20 police officers surrounded the scene and controlled him.
Oh, y'all don't speak so big. Is that my son? How is my son? Look, man. Yo, hey, hold up.
No, you lost all of it.
Oh, I know I did not. Oh, no, I did not.
When arresting the young man and measuring his alcohol level, it showed that he was over the limit and mentally unstable. During the violent arrest, no one was injured and he was taken away.
Come on. Man, y'all got my baby out there, man. Where's my other son?
The car was zigzagging crazily in the middle of traffic, its exhaust blaring loudly as if it wanted to anger the whole street. That reckless person saw the police car following right behind, but it seemed he had no intention of running away or surrendering. Every drive he made was like a performance, as if he was challenging authority. How will this chase end? God, he's more prepared than before. Will he have enough courage to confront? Or will he eventually have to submit to the tight siege of the police?
Westbound Finesse. On westbound Finesse towards Marshall.
Northbound post.
Just turn northbound on post.
Image of a goods truck frantically running a red light, rushing at a terrifying speed, 250 kilometers per hour. Despite all the dangers, the driver had no intention of slowing down, threatening even innocent people around him. Not only that, there were signs that he was using stimulants, possibly marijuana, making his behavior even more dangerous.
Break down, just break down. Hit one vehicle. Let's get somebody checking out.
After driving like crazy on the street, he jumped out of the car and fled into the residential area. He threaded his way through the narrow alleys, and now he had slipped into a resident's house.
Tell the fucking ground police!
The intense pursuit lasted nearly a kilometer. Every meter that passed was a breathtaking moment. He rushed like crazy through narrow alleys, trying to outrun the police.
Show me your fucking hands! Show me your fucking hands! Crawl out here! Crawl out here!
Don't give him a chance to breathe. Immediately, the police gave the reckless criminal thousands of hot copper candies. Bullets flew like rain, forcing him to lie flat in the house, not daring to move.
Keep coming!
2 policemen approached and successfully controlled the breathtaking pursuit that lasted nearly a kilometer. With great skill, they quickly locked him down, not giving him a chance to fight back. Fortunately, despite the tension, no one was injured, and the criminal was safely arrested. On the evening of July 27, 2024 in Rogers, Arkansas, a high-speed chase occurred. Trooper Alexandria Duncan spotted Angel Zapet Alvarado, 26, speeding at 114 miles per hour through busy traffic lanes. After being forced by the driver to stop the car, he refused to cooperate, causing Trooper Duncan to use force to drag him out of the car.
Give me that taser now!
And luckily, a girl was driving by and saw the scene. The young girl heroically risked her life to get out of the car and run to help the police. But the unexpected happened when Zapet Alvarado grabbed the stun gun and hit Duncan's ball several times. The confrontation reached its climax when Duncan pulled the trigger, hitting him in the ball. Despite his injuries, Zapet Alvarado continued to resist. With an alcohol level twice the legal limit and traces of white flour in his body, he was arrested and detained. While Trooper luckily, Duncan only suffered minor injuries. In the early morning of May 5th, 2024, a suspect threw a copper candy into a passerby's car window and hit the victim's car, then continued to give a medley of 10 copper candy when the victim tried to run away. And at this time, a bronze candy competition appeared.
He crashed into the house.
Get on the ground!
The police gave 1,000 copper candies to the suspect, but the suspect continued to run away, turning back many times to point a KI at them. Finally, the suspect collapsed.
Do not move! Do not move! On your face!
Police immediately provided first aid and called an ambulance, and the suspect was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A chase like an action movie. On the night of April 22nd, a car rushed at a speed of minus 120 kilometers per hour. A young man in the car had no control over the steering wheel, continuously swerved, crashed into 2 light poles, and collapsed in the middle of the road like a flash explosion. When his car slid sharply, fell to pieces, and stopped, he still tried to escape the siege. We approached and held him tightly to check his alcohol level, and as expected, he was driving in a completely drunk state. Luckily, he did not suffer any serious injuries, but this irresponsibility made him pay the price by being detained that night. What a warning incident for those who dare to disregard the law on the streets. A dangerous suspect was driving a white car at a speed of more than 120 kilometers per hour. He zigzagged and swung wildly, as if challenging all pursuing forces. He appeared to have used a banned substance.
Vehicle! Stop the vehicle!
When the police force chased him for nearly 8 kilometers, he foolishly chose a dead-end road. He was quick and refused to get out of the car and turn himself in. The police had to throw 100 copper candies into his car, and he was afraid of harm and forced him to get out of the car and confess. Luckily, the police were willing to intimidate him. The poor man slept like a pig with his beloved car stopped in the middle of the road while other cars were moving.
No, just turn the car off right now.
No, sir.
Let's turn the car off.
No, don't.
Get out of the car.
Back up.
The police only reminded him a few sentences, and he got angry and wanted to use something to fight against the police force.
On the ground. Get on the ground.
But he chose wisely. Running away was the best way.
Take that one. He's got a gun. Get out of the house. Drop the gun.
Nearly 10 police officers chased him and repeatedly threw copper candy at him to make him unable to run. The police arrested him and measured his alcohol level, which was quite high. He was temporarily detained. Luckily, he was not hurt.
Ready? Okay. Tiago, holster up.
I won't move. I think I'm hit. Hell. No.
Where are you hit?
I won't move. I can't move.
April 1st, 2024. A young man showing signs of being under the influence of drugs drove a car at a speed of 150 miles per hour, causing a collision and causing an accident. The other car overturned. He did not get out of the car to help him. He chose to leave, hide at the scene. At that moment, fortunately, the police also witnessed and chased him for 3 kilometers, causing chaos down the road and finally subduing him. Tonight, a drunk girl caused chaos at the intersection. The car drove quickly through the red light, exceeding the speed limit with the roar of the engine, as if not caring about the danger. She ran away from the police and ran the red light regardless. A tense struggle lasted nearly 10 minutes, like a battle between the police's determination and the girl's fierce opposition. Every turn and kick to the car.
Okay, I got you. Sir. Ma'am. We got it.
Immediately, the police controlled the girl and she refused to submit. And the police used their force and she could not resist.
Put her in my car. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good.
A suspect drove a car with a hot weapon and dumped 100 pieces of copper candy on My Lucky Street in an area where passers-by appeared to be drunk. He encouraged the police and gave a medley of copper candy to the police. Component placement right now, his AK has run out of copper candy and can't respond.
Don't fucking move! You fucking move, I'll blast you, motherfucker! Yes, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You fucking move!
Yes, sir.
You're gonna fucking die!
Yes, sir.
What the hell are you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, here's my hand. Look.
Don't you move! Don't you move!
The suspect refused to give up and continued to resist until the end. The police tried everything and pulled him out of the car.
I'm fucking playing with you!
I understand, okay?
729, I'll have him stopped here.
He was restrained and taken into custody when testing showed that he had used white flour. November 10th, 2023 on patrol. We received a call from a citizen reporting a strange case. A drunk man fell asleep while driving in the middle of a crowded street. He ran wild, not caring about the safety of those around him, making everyone's heart skip a beat. He drove in silence. He was still drowsy, seemingly unaware of the danger of his actions. We had to drive the car very slowly to approach without startling him or losing control. And then, just a moment more, we caught him and he still hadn't fully woken up. And finally, he calmed down and chose the wrong path of running away and refusing to surrender. At this time, the police could not stand in one place near 15 powerful police officers, chased and controlled him, and took him to the station for testing. His alcohol concentration was over the limit, and he was detained. A red car sped away when he saw a police car. He used the driving skills he had learned for 10 years. He showed off the same direction in front of the police car, just like a challenge. And a car racing only exists in legends. He sped at a speed of 200 mph straight ahead. A chase like a car race had an outcome. He was very confident in himself that he would be able to beat himself with his driving talent. Me, the car he lost control of and lost control 5 times, rolled 6 times and the boot was filled with smoke. And the police came immediately and called an ambulance to come to the school to get him first aid. Component placement right now. I didn't expect the car to roll over 6 times like that, and he was still unharmed. Not even a scratch. Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, we're getting dusted out bad by both of you. In the back of the truck?
A group of giants are holding a drinking party in the forest. I don't know what the fate is. Brothers from previous lives are destined to meet again. A sudden encounter surprises the 3 giants. They encourage the 3 giants to help them. A panic attack took place.
We're getting dusted out bad by both of you.
The fat guys. The 3 of them were gathered around, drinking him and drinking him. It seemed like he had had a few drinks, and more than 100 cans of beer. His belly was big and heavy. 3 giants. As soon as they saw the police, they immediately panicked, jumped out of the car, ran everywhere, starting a reluctant chase.
He will ruin your truck if he falls out.
One guy got tired from drinking a lot of barley juice, and the other guy tried to attack the police. As he ran, he looked back and forth, throwing kicks, but it seemed he had miscalculated. When he was chased into a dead-end street, he finally stopped and got out of the car, making a pitiful face, hoping to be forgiven, and a robber fled the scene.
There you go. Sit straight. Sit straight up now. Just sit up. Sit up.
When measuring his alcohol concentration, result? It's beyond imagination. He drank to the point of overflowing, and we had to take him to the station that night. On April 22nd, 2024, the patrol team received reports of 2 suspects driving a white car, preparing to deliver a large amount of marijuana. Upon receiving the target vehicle, we immediately switched to pursuit mode and developed energy harvesting. As soon as they discovered the patrol team, the 2 men immediately accelerated and rushed straight into the street, looking for a shortcut to save our lives. We immediately organized a chase with nearly 10 police cars, determined not to let them escape. When checking the car, we were really surprised with nearly 10 kilograms of marijuana hidden carefully in the trunk. Through verification, these are the 2 people who have carried out a series of illegal transactions in recent times, and now they have finally been exposed to be held accountable before the law. During the border patrol shift, the police stopped and inspected a suspicious vehicle with 3 people in it, a family, when they discovered the driver was showing unusual signs. However, as soon as the police asked to stop the car and check the documents, the situation suddenly took an extremely dangerous turn. The driver suddenly pulled out hot goods and fired hundreds of bullets in a row at the police. The suddenly patched copper candy made the police bewildered. He panicked and suddenly accelerated, rushing at a terrifying speed of up to 300 miles per hour, regardless of all dangers on the road, trying to escape at all costs. The police called for help to help stop the front. He patiently knew that the path he chose was very wrong. Right now, the police were blocking the front and back, surrounding him, causing him to lose in a shocking way. If you encounter this guy, please stop. The goods were the right choice. Right now, the police have caught him and brought him to the station for inspection. Unexpectedly, the car contained a lot of prohibited goods and illegal weapons. The police confiscated them all. Welcome to a breathtaking chase on a road under construction. In this video, we witness a black car swerving and swerving at a speed of nearly 250 miles per hour, creating a cloud of smoke. Blindness covers the entire road. The driver appeared to be on drugs and completely lost control, making everyone scared. Fortunately, nearby construction workers reacted promptly and stayed away from this dangerous vehicle. The police team quickly got involved, determined not to let the driver escape. The chase lasted nearly 10 kilometers with tense and thrilling acceleration phases. The black car continued to swerve wildly. But then, like every other dramatic chase, the car gradually slowed down. Not because the driver changed his mind, but because his fuel was running out and was high on drugs, causing him to lose control of his driving and crash straight into a large tree on the road. A young man was yelled at by a police officer as if he had slept very wrongly, and a young man driving a car was being controlled by the police. With what happened in this clip, it can be said that the police handled the situations in a professional and calm manner, ensuring the safety of everyone on the construction road. As for the driver, in the end, there is nowhere to run anymore. Welcome to an incredible chase. Let's watch the police confront a reckless driver who decided to flee after being unable to present his vehicle documents and driver's license. As soon as he was asked to stop, this man immediately pressed the accelerator and the black car sped away at a speed of up to 300 miles per hour. The video was captured by the police's camera of a pursuit that seems to only be seen in action movies. The police team stepped in immediately, deploying high-speed pursuit tactics on all roads. The black car rushed rapidly, zigzagging between vehicles, creating a thrilling chase scene, no less than Hollywood movie scenes. Every wheel screeches, every corner is heart-stopping, but the police still follow closely, not letting this dangerous driver get out of control. He tried to run away. There is no escape for a fugitive from justice. A fire extinguisher was thrown into the police car. The situation began when a black car ran a red light, hit another car, and then, without hesitation, the driver accelerated and fled the scene. Upon receiving the news, the police team immediately got into their car, stepped on the gas pedal, and launched into a ruthless pursuit.
Ricky, what we doing, bud?
The chase became more dramatic than ever, with both sides having no intention of stopping. When the black car began to decelerate, the police quickly took a blocking position, cornering him. And then the inevitable end came, a spectacular arrest, ending the chase that made everyone watch in suspense.
Put your hands right now! Put your hands up right
The dramatic final episode of this breathtaking chase series. It all started when a car was shot by the police at speed and signaled to stop. However, instead of complying, the driver made a reckless decision, hit the gas and ran away. He recklessly stepped on the accelerator to 300 mph, causing one of his wheels to be thrown off, leaving only 3 wheels left. In a breathtaking moment, the fleeing car gradually ran out of energy and was forced to slow down. Immediately, the police team approached, made a perfect arrest, ending a breathtaking final chase. In the end, he was caught cleanly by the police.